Hello everyone, welcome to the first video in the Mutual Fund Distributor series. In this video, I'm going to showcase how easily you can pick funds based on your requirements and build portfolios and eventually analyze them and suggest it to your clients. So to start off with, I am in Fund Explorer where you have access to almost 8,000 funds here. You can pick and choose, sort any of these columns and pick the best fund that fits your client's risk appetite and your client's needs. So to showcase, I will kind of pick few funds, build a portfolio, and take it to Portfolio Analyzer to showcase how easily you can build portfolios and analyze them and suggest it to your clients at the end. So to start off with, I will search some few funds here. I'll just search for small cap funds. Let's say I need a track record of 10 years. Okay, I'll pick the regular version, Kotak small cap fund. Maybe I'll just in the last 1 year, how which fund has done well. I just want to see that. And let's say I pick quant small cap fund. It has done reasonably well, 33%. Its AUM is also high enough. So let me pick the quant small cap fund. I'll also look into mid cap fund, and with same 10 year with 1 year sorting, we can again see, I think in Edelweiss mid cap is coming at the top. You also have Invesco India large and mid cap here. I'll pick the Edelweiss mid cap here, which is again a regular version. I will also go with the large cap fund. So let's just pick again one of the top performing funds here, JM large cap. Finally, just to close this fund picking, I'll go with let's say a value focused fund. So I'll go to a smart beta here and just click value where you have a lot of factor related terms. So I want to pick the best value factor in terms of the value fund itself, right? And I'll come here, look into it, and you have a lot of funds with the value characteristics. What I will do is, I'll just sort them by the best value fund here. So in India, a lot of funds have exposures to value. So for example, PSU and all have exposures to the value factor here. So I'll pick, let's say, let's pick one of the value funds here. I'll just search for value fund itself. I think that would be much better. Okay, in terms of value fund with the highest value exposure, I think Templeton Value Fund comes to be at the top. So I will again pick this fund. Now that we have picked 4 funds, one mid cap, small cap, large cap, and one value fund, let's go to a Portfolio Analyzer to analyze this fund so that we can test this and see whether this portfolio can be suggested to your clients. One of the cool things about this tool is right away we suggest you a benchmark based on our own calculations. So we have about 40 to 50 standard benchmarks here. So we use all these benchmarks and pick the one that suits your portfolio so that you can understand whether the portfolio that you have created is actually doing its job. Is it beating the benchmark? Is it worth constructing the portfolio itself? If it's not even beating the benchmark, what's the point of not having this portfolio? So to sort of compare this portfolio to a benchmark, we automatically suggest the Nifty large cap, mid cap 1-250 index in this case. As you can see here, we are comparing this to 2 different benchmarks. One is Nifty 50, which is the selected benchmark here, and another one is the Nifty large cap, which is the suggested benchmark here. So clearly the fund is outperforming both the suggested benchmark and selected benchmark. Now that we understand the portfolio on a portfolio level, on an overall portfolio level basis, we will now get into the weeds of the portfolio to see whether each of the constituent in the portfolio is actually beating its benchmark, just to get an understanding of what each and every fund in the portfolio is actually doing. So we can see for quant small cap, no, we are picking the small cap index. For a mid cap, again, we are picking a mid cap index. For a large cap, we are picking Nifty 500. And you're comparing this to, the benchmark itself and whether it has outperformed in the last 3 year, 5 year, 10 year. Seems like since its inception, all these four funds has beaten its benchmark, which is a great sign here. And to review whether the benchmark that we have chosen is right, you can also go here to Fund Analyzer to analyze each and every fund. So right now we are in Portfolio Analyzer and we are analyzing a portfolio. You can also go into each and every fund and analyze the fund in depth in terms of all these characteristics, in terms of risk, in terms of diversification, in terms of whether this fund is generating alpha. You can get into the weeds of it. To demonstrate, I will also show how each and every constituent of the basically the holding is contributing to the overall risk of the portfolio. Here we have a general breakdown of the top 10 stocks. Here we have the market cap breakdown. If you go into the holdings analysis, we can get a good overview of how each and every holding is contributing to the risk, the overall risk of the portfolio. Here you have the CAGR of each of the holdings, but more importantly, the percentage of total risk, which tells you a good picture of the mid cap and the value fund here is contributing almost 60% of the risk, compared to small cap, which is only contributing 14.1% of the risk. So this helps you identify where your major risk sources are coming from in your portfolio. And you have other basic metrics like breakdown by sectors, compared to the portfolio itself, and the top 10 holdings of the portfolio, right? Basically, it breaks down each of your fund, takes the top 10, and whether the top 10 stocks, how much of it's allocated to in each of the fund that you're holding. So for example, if you take a Reliance Industries, overall total weight in your portfolio is 4.4%. In the first fund, that is the quant small cap fund, you have 2.2%. The third fund, you have the 0.9%. Then last one, you have 1.2%. And you have other characteristics like drawdown testing and breakdown by sectors we already see, and also comparing it to the macroeconomic variables like India's GDP, India's inflation, whether it's exposed to gold or oil price as well. Now, I think you probably get an overview of what this how this tool is useful to you and how it can help you analyze these portfolios efficiently, and eventually you can bring value to your customers at the end. And I've missed out a few tabs here which you can explore after this video, where you can understand where your risks are coming from in depth. Using this second tab, you can understand the diversification potential, and also there are different tabs which are curated for different purposes. I hope this video helped you in understanding the tool better. I would encourage you to go to the website. It's free to use. You can explore the website and even contact us if you'd like to have a subscription. Thanks a lot for watching. See you next time.